blind but thankful. Once upon a time, in the beautiful mountains of Tennessee, there lived a young fox named Cameron. Cameron was a curious and adventurous fox who loved exploring the mountains with his friends, Raylan the rabbit and Kylie the deer. One day, Cameron noticed that things were starting to look blurry and darker. He went to see Jordan, the wise old owl. Jordan examined him and then sadly informed him that he was going blind. Cameron was devastated. He was afraid of not being able to see the beautiful mountains, the colorful flowers, and the smiling faces of his friends. Why did this have to happen to me, he thought. But the wise owl reminded him that bad things happen to everyone, but that a lot of times something good can come from it if we only look for it. The wise old owl reminded him that even though he was losing his sight, he still had his other senses, his hearing, his sense of smell, and his sense of touch. At first, Cameron didn't care, and was skeptical that he would ever be happy again. How could he enjoy the mountains without being able to see them? But as the days went by, he started to notice new things about his surroundings. He could smell the fresh pine trees, identify his friends based on their scent, and even smell when it was about to rain. He could hear the cheerful chirping of the birds more distinctly, and he discovered he could even hear things further away than when he could see. He had never noticed or appreciated before just how soft the grass beneath his paws felt. He realized that there was still so much beauty to be found in the world, even without sight. Cameron's friends, Raylan the rabbit and Kylie the deer, were there to support him every step of the way. They showed him how to navigate the mountains using his other senses, and encouraged him to embrace his new way of experiencing the world. They created games that Cameron could play with them, like Animal Marco Polo. Little did they know that Cameron could now hear them and pick out the direction of their movements even better now. As Cameron adjusted to his blindness, he discovered a newfound appreciation for the world around him. He found joy in listening to the sounds of the forest, exploring different scents, and feeling the warmth of the sun on his fur. He realized that his blindness had opened his eyes to a whole new way of seeing, one that was just as beautiful and magical as before. And so, as the days went by, Cameron learned that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found. He knew that he may have lost his sight, but he had gained a deeper understanding and appreciation for the world around him and those he loved. As long as he didn't focus on the negative and what he had lost, but instead on the positive and what he had gained, he knew that he could overcome any obstacle that came his way. From that day on, Cameron lived his life to the fullest, embracing his newfound senses and spreading joy and inspiration to all the animals in the mountains. Even though he was blind, he could see the beauty in the world more clearly than ever before, and for that, he was thankful. The end. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this story. And remember, look at the bright side and you will find some light in the darkness.